Hello, Xander.
Hello, Bartholomew.
Xander van der Linde, you are an advisor to ICTU.
Yes.
And you are also the newly appointed Secretary of the Council responsible for the Digitalisation Strategy in the Netherlands.
Yes.
And it's great to have you.
Thank you very much. I'm honored to be here and at this conference, and a nice topic of interoperability, important in digitization.
Congrats for your new role, and maybe let's start today's discussion with looking back at the strategy that has been published recently in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
What has been the inception of this strategy?
Well, this strategy is drafted together with the various levels of government in the Netherlands, so really working together with provinces, municipalities, waterships and the central government to draft a strategy which is supported by all these layers, because actually we have to make the digital transitions necessary for this digitization strategy together as one government.
And why is it important that all governments, all those parties are together for this strategy?
Yeah, you really need them to work together, and the different aspects of digitization are executed in the various places. So not to get a sort of fragmented approach with all the dynamics which come together in this organization. We need a strategy which is supported by all these different approaches and perspectives, and that's also why this Council for the Dutch Digitalisation Strategy is there to speed up, enrich and stimulate actually the developments in the Dutch in the execution of the Dutch digitalization strategy.
And why did those actors feel the need to actually join this exercise?
Well, it is something which in Dutch government is really arisen as an urgent topic. We have some momentum, some bigger issues to be tackled right now on cloud, on sovereignty, on also the exchange and reuse of data throughout government, which call actually for such a combined strategy now. So that is something which is shared by the decision makers on these various levels. So that's why they decided to work there really together. And as a board, as I said, we have a role to stimulate and enhance innovative capacities there from both the various levels of government, but also from knowledge institutes and the market, which is also, of course, an important stakeholder in this.
But for all those stakeholders, I can imagine that having all of them represented must slow down the process. So how does it work in practice?
Well, in the council itself, the people are speaking from their own knowledge and networks, and especially by combining these and talk together, it actually it broadens maybe the scope of the discussion a little, but then the decision which is made there, or the advice we can give as a council, is more broadly carried by the various stakes. So maybe it could sometimes take a little bit longer to really get on the same level of the discussion, but in the end, to really speed up, you might need some slowing down in the thinking, and making sure that in these discussions it's also about the content, about the field of knowledge we are talking about all these digitization aspects, and with the complicated topics and aspects like interoperability. A lot of people even can have difficulty pronouncing it, but actually it is very important to understand.
And then what will be your call-out action for the SEMIC community?
Yeah, well, it's great to be here at this the SEMIC community. Of course, it is a community which exists for a long time and is busy with all these really advanced insights on how to make things work. Okay, standardization, but what does it mean and how can we make it work and so on. But what I think would be my call to the community of SEMIC now is to try to also take the perspective of their various counterparts within the organizations who are responsible for their primary goals and translate the aid which interoperability, standardization, all the insights which are built up in this community can have for their various needs. How to translate it to benefits for the different organizations who really have to make the change. A lot of things which are quite standard, I think, among the experts in the field, like looking at interoperability through the different layers and separating them maybe in the thinking, okay, make them work on all the various levels. That is something which is so heartfelt and normal for us among each other, but maybe not always explained in the terms of benefits which are steered on by decision makers in the various organizations. So let's try to help them and also reach out of our own community towards the fields around it to make the transformation happening there.
But so if I understand correctly, it's about this transversal mindset that this SEMIC community has with all those years on interoperability matters that we have, applying all those layers from the EIF, for instance, to our other ministries, other organizations, so that we help them to achieve the same kind of thinking process. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. And then make sure that you're not only explaining very well the insights we have within people will have within the community of experts on interoperability and on standardization, but trying to bridge the gap towards the benefits which the organizations themselves can harvest from that. And help them also with tools, with advices to get to that. And I think that is really important. And sometimes could be lacking a little and getting in the way of really progressing quickly enough.
But isn't the objective of the Interoperable Europe Act exactly to tackle this?
Yes, of course it is. It is a way to create a governance where the discussion can be held about these aspects, and also decisions might be taken there. But then we also really have to create these discussions within the different policy fields and aim them towards this central governance on a European level, which is created by the Interoperable Europe Act. So it is a start, but it has to be accompanied by the interoperability experts to also make sure that the people within the primary processes of the different policy areas are also taken up to this level to be able to participate in this governance structure which is put down by the Interoperable Europe Act.
Interesting. And then couldn't SEMIC play a role in there?
SEMIC is the place where all these people with these responsibilities meet and inspire each other, give energy, are aimed. So of course it is an important aspect of this community functioning as it could and should. So yes, I think so. But there goes the same call out of mine that it is important to also bridge the gap to the other fields of expertise and of operating in this, maybe also on a European level. There are a lot of fields where Europe is active, actually trying to create more effective interoperability, maybe also on other than just the technical levels, and could accomplish a lot of good things together with the SEMIC community, for instance on the SEMIC conference.
Thanks a lot, Xander. I think this concludes admirably our today's interview, our conversation. So thank you for your time and see you soon.
Yeah, thank you, Florian. It was great talking like this. Thank you.
you.